The largest share sale ever is closed. Brazil's oil producer Petrobras raised $70 billion. Cecilia Tornaghi is joining us now on the phone from the Brazil Stock Exchange. Cecilia, who bought the issue? Where did the demand come from?
Hi, Deirdre. Well, the Brazilian government itself bought the bulk of this offer. They got some $43 billion worth in shares, but this money is not going to stay at Petrobras. They're going to turn around and give the money right back to the government for the right to explore some 5 billion barrels of oil. There was the deal that actually made this offer necessary, so they could go ahead and do the development of this new area. They found the largest reserve in the last 30 years that was found in the Americas, so they needed the money to buy the rights to develop this area. And
Cecilia, I mean, what about international demand? How strong was that?
Well, apparently very strong. We don't have the total details of the cash purchases also, the other $27 billion, but apparently was strong. The real was suffering a lot on that. It actually reached records this week on the expectation. The government was talking tough, like that they would intervene somehow to hold the currency from valuing too much. But the fact is that the market is ready for a very strong influx of dollars given the international demand. You know, Deirdre, the stock got really cheap, especially for foreigners, because he came down some 27% this year on concerns in this sale, right?
So speaking of concerns, I mean, Cecilia, what is all the money for? We understand it's for development, but what about, we just saw a huge disaster here in the Gulf. Anybody talking about safety concerns?
Oh, yes. Several investors, international investors even, especially a Japanese investor that talked to me, that said that they were so skeptical about the technological part of this new area. You see, it's offshore, which already is in the highlight, but also it's well deeper than anyone has drilled so far. It's like 2 miles below the ocean floor. So the tech situation is not too clear here. Nobody has done this before. So Petrobras is assuring that they are as being the leaders in offshore drilling, that they will be able to pull it off. But so far, there hasn't been a drop of oil really from these areas that would be commercially viable. So that's still to be seen. But analysts are very positive about the company's prospects in the future anyway. And apparently investors too, right? They bought the shares.
Cecilia, thank you very much. Cecilia Tornaghi joining us there on the phone from Sao Paulo.